it by the boys. Look,
I would.
Oh God! Guys, don't look, but there's a freaking goblin.
Alright, I guess I'll stay here.
Oh, let's go.
Friend of the dead.
All right. Okay. Can't breathe in that. All right, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Welcome to BNI Decatur, where it is greater. Or jingly, right? That's what we've been called before. So, let's get this party started. Got a little disclaimer, we are recording this, and we're just sharing it with the world. So we have to make sure that everyone knows who we are and what we do. So please silence your cell phones. That way there will be no interruptions. I'll do the same. All right, and welcome to our guests and visitors and substitutes. So your leadership team is myself, Roberto Rodriguez. We have Alex Merritt as the Vice President, and Justin Reames, the Secretary-Treasurer. The membership committee is Stuart Jones, Randy Godfrey, Seth Fox, he's not here but represented, and Tom Warnke, as well as the education coordinator Stephen Bentley, and the mentor coordinator is Misty Palmer, and our lovely, lovely visitor host team of Sari Albino, Evan Christine, and Bronwyn Arnold. I always mess up that last name. Our mission statement. So, BNI is to help BNI members increase their business through a structured, positive, and professional referral marketing program that enables us to develop long-term, meaningful relationships with, I feel like positive somewhere anyway, meaningful relationships with quality business professionals. So we have 7 core values, and they are givers gain, building relationships, lifelong learning, traditions and innovations, positive attitude, accountability, and recognition. This week, our featured presenter is Senor Justin Reames. Senor, pick one and tell us more about it.
Yeah, so I always love to, all the one times that I've done this before, I love to choose givers gain because I feel like that's the attitude that I tried to bring into BNI when I joined, and bring as much business to the group as I possibly can, and on the back end, we've, as a business, have reaped the benefits of that, always trying to lead first with kindness and helping out, bringing value.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So we are, the only application right now is Carlos Watson, who's going to be replacing Seth. So do we have any update with that membership committee? Not yet?
Working on it.
Working on it. Love it. Always working, as long as we're doing something. So we have the membership report, and I sent this out during the Slack, just kind of some open classifications, the top most wanted professions, and I believe we have one here, so we can see if we can woo. That is a bookkeeper, and so yeah, so we're looking at you. All right, we're going to pass around the business card binder, as well as the chapter roster sheet is up front. Visitors, you may pass your stack of business cards to your left. And don't forget to take notes on today's presentations. So we have the networking education moment by Senor Stephen Bentley.
Great, thank you guys. Welcome to all our guests, and I'm going to continue on my little series of going over the core values, and the one I'm doing today. And I find this is great for visitors, but also even for the old members in here. It's good to reinforce stuff. And some of the stuff is basic, but the 6 core values, accountability. Accountability obviously is crucial to any group, and there's multiple reasons, ways you can have accountability to yourself, to a group. But with BNI, we see our members hold each other accountable every week with chapter attendance. We track, your following up on referrals, bringing visitors. A lot of that's done through our Connect app, so that kind of keeps us accountable. As well as just kind of the structure of BNI is built around accountability and following up and making sure people are doing the right things. But yourself, obviously to demonstrate accountability, establishing manageable goals and expectations for yourself, your business, and your BNI membership. You always want to communicate openly and honestly with your clients and referral partners. Always be as clear as possible what you're looking for and listen to what other people are looking for. That's really a big thing for accountability, I'd say. And then always follow through on your commitments. I know it's hard. But by holding yourself accountable, you build that all-important trust within your chapter that people will trust you more and see you as kind of a source. So, but yeah, the group, it helps us build relationships, meet goals, and develop personally and professionally. When we're on a team, we hold those around us accountable for their end of the project. And then we also, hold our company or our clients accountable for providing excellent service or products. This is a little, just a little quote there or line I like. The networking group without accountability is like a coffee club. So that's the difference in BNI. Is like we hold each other accountable and grow, and obviously create business. But then it's more too about professional development as well for yourself, which helps you grow. The next slide too is neat too. Is like accountability attracts success. It's a magnet. I'm not good with science, but. Accountability. Thanks for laughing. Accountability is very important. Obviously, too, big thing too as you get a little bit more developed with this is looking for an accountability partner in your life or a mentor a lot of times. And in this group, I think we could definitely grow that, having more accountability partners. Maybe you look for one of the older members or like more experienced members to group and learn more. And see how you can add more value to the group. So, which then also probably helps your accountability partner as well. So, that's it for my educational moment. Let's get better every single week. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So last week's Ivan Award was Senor Randy Godfrey. So the Ivan Award is named after the founder of BNI, which is Ivan Meisner. Meisner?
Yep.
Yeah, Ivan Meisner. And so he won the best presentation last week. So, so now members will have 60 seconds to educate us on what they are looking for this week. So they're going to be very specific and try to be as memorable as possible. And so what or who is a great referral for them this week? So this is in random order. We have the little bell here. Once you hear that, oops, that means wrap it up. So everyone's going to have 60 seconds. And then the visitors will have some time afterwards. So we have Senor Hunter Gurney, who is up.
Yeah.
And the trees.
My name is Hunter Gurney. I founded and own Gurney Benefits. I help employers with their employee benefits, help individuals with their health insurance. Basically, I specialize in helping people control their health insurance costs. So if you know anyone who's complaining about it right now, let them know you got a guy. Hunter Gurney, Gurney Benefits.
I was second last week. I don't know about this. Hi, I'm Lindsay Sullivan. I'm a travel advisor for cruise planners, where we don't do just cruises. I can help you with anything. So I've had some people ask me, how do you get paid? What do I pay you? So I wanted to talk about commission and how after I plan your trip, that's how I get paid through commission. And sometimes I'll charge a planning fee if it's if I have to do a lot of research or if it's something like if it would take me a lot of time. But besides that, I'm just paid with commission, so don't be afraid to talk to me if you want to talk to me about a trip or talk to me about something you want to do. Instead, the money is going to be, the commission will go, like if you book straight with Disney, that money is going to Disney. If you book straight through ACL, through cruise, they keep that commission. So commission is already built in every payment. So that extra money is just going to a small business rather than a big business. So appreciate you guys reaching out to me for any help needs.
Hey, good morning. I'm Thad Gilliam with Veristo Partners. We do financial planning and investment management. Does everyone have their Halloween costume picked out? Yes. Does anyone not have their Halloween costume picked out? Okay. So I think there's an important lesson here, right? Like sometimes I'm the guy who last minute I'm going through my kid's toy closet trying to put together an outfit, right? And it usually turns out okay, but it doesn't turn out great. I think you can tell, like, oh, you threw this together at the last minute. The best costumes are the ones that they plan like months in advance. Everything is meticulously planned out, right? The same is true in your finances, right? So for the people who have a plan and stick to it, and and then execute that plan, the result is really good. For the people who try to throw something together at the last minute, a lot of times it's like, that maybe sort of works, but sometimes it doesn't look that great. So if you know somebody who wants a really good financial situation when they're 50 or 60, the result is that they need to start planning now. So talk to a financial planner. I'm out of time. Dad Gilliam with Verisale Partners.
Navigating today, tomorrow, together.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Jason Ward with Athletes Potential. And today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, I was having this conversation with a patient right before coming in here, which is why I was running a little bit late. He was blown away by the fact that like the cost, so he had gone in network to work with somebody and then come in and work with us, and the cost difference, it was actually significantly cheaper to go out of network based off of going in network because this guy was reasonably healthy and he had a high deductible anyway, so he was paying exorbitant costs. So a typical, you're going to pay like hospital price, it's like monopoly money. Like typical in-network clinics will know that they're only going to get reimbursed a certain percentage, so they'll charge a crazy amount to get the money that they really want based on the percentage of that, right? Well, if you haven't met your deductible or they don't accept your insurance, you're going to be paying that entire amount. So with us, kind of like we cut out that middleman, right? And it's just it is an upfront cost, but it ends up being way cheaper across the course of a plan of care. So a little bit of a difference in how that needs to get executed. So at Athlete Potential, people body.
You're an athlete.
Oh, it's me. So obviously I won last week. No, I want to spend a little bit of time thanking you guys. So last year we started the business and took over from another owner, and we've been able to beat last year with less churn on leads, and it's mainly due to what's happening here with BNI, right? So much so that now not only are we with Decatur BNI, but we are with Buckhead BNI. Forward to another exciting year. Randy Godfrey, 360 Painting. We got you covered from every angle.
Sade 6.
What's up, sales team? Happy Halloween. How y'all doing?
Morning.
Right. Thank you for the feedback. Appreciate that. I'm Stuart Jones. I'm with Floor Coverings International. We could put some floors in your house and maybe in your small office. Do you know Isla and Bobby? You don't know them because they're busy. And you know what? I love people that are busy because typically it means they're employed. And so I love my customers who can pay their bill. It's wonderful. But what's great about Bobby and Isla is that they met me late at night, past 7. They liked what I had to offer. We did their project, but we're able to communicate using technology platforms. And so if you want to see me face to face, you can, but if you want to use technology, you can also do that. So those are great customers for me, folks that are busy and employed. So at Floor Coverings International, we love it.
When you walk all over us.
Oh gosh. Hey, so what are the scarf, or what are the hats in the scarf? You hang around. I'm gonna go ahead. Speaking of hats, I am looking for small business owners who got into business because they are passionate about what they do. They're really good at what they do, but then they're like, oh my God, running a business is really hard, and I have to be my HR, or I have to be I picked the fun one, the sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Or I'm my operations person. This is my wife's AT&T helmet. Maybe your customer service. I'm not going to put this on, but you got to wrestle with your customers sometimes. But with Drive, we can combine all those hats. I'm looking for small business owners who wear too many hats, and you can put it all in this one hat.
Nice.
Keep it up with Drive, your business.
Smarter.
Thank you.
All right, guys, today is the last day of ADHD Awareness Month. I'm Evan Kirstein with Progressive Growth Coaching. And not only do I coach people on learning about ADHD, getting them an education, helping them through problems, but I also help them through courage. You can be all this. And you guys know about courage. You all are in business for yourselves. You know what a failure looks like. You know that sometimes it's even harder to be successful. And it took you courage in order to be successful. And I am here to help those people become themselves and face their ADHD or face the problems that they have. And if you know someone that has the courage to change, please let them know that I exist. Evan Kirstein, Progressive Growth Coaching.
Morning, guys. Justin Reames with My Exterior Cleaner, your go-to exterior cleaning experts. And today I'm going to talk to you about how we soft wash roofs, soft wash houses, and pressure wash all of your flat surfaces. So I'll shut up right now and I'll talk later. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Aaron with ATL Music Lessons. You guys know what today is, right? Thursday.
National Holiday.
It's Halloween, so you know what tomorrow is?
Day of the Dead.
Start of the holiday season. So, what makes a great Christmas gift? Hanukkah gift? Kwanzaa gift?
Music lessons.
Music lesson! So, if anyone you know is looking to give a gift to someone they love, maybe their spouse is looking to start a new hobby in the new year, or a friend has a kid that's been thinking about music lessons for a long time, music lessons make a great gift. We always have a fantastic Black Friday deal that comes around every year, so I'll keep you guys up to date on that. But start thinking about those folks that you know who might either want music lessons themselves or know somebody that does. ATL Music Lessons, stop dreaming.
Start playing.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
So my name is Ruben Rodriguez, and I'm the group's commercial real estate broker. And like Lindsay, I do get paid by commission. And like Randy, I got you covered from every angle when it comes to commercial real estate. So whether you're a landlord and need landlord representation, or wherever you're a tenant, you need representation. So in all sectors, whether it's industrial, medical, office, single tenant net leasing, land, and more. So I have the expertise and resources to assist everyone every step of the way. So a perfect referral for me is if you or someone you know is looking to expand their operation, relocate to a new location, or invest in income-generating properties. I can help them. And this message has been brought to you by Ensueño Tequila. What time is it?
Tequila time.
Good morning, sales team. My name is Tom Warnke. I'm at the Oak Insurance Group, and I'm the group's commercial insurance agent. I help businesses be protected from every angle. I do get paid on commission. I have no fees. I take care of businesses. I help protect them from unforeseen loss. You can't predict when you're going to get sued by somebody. If you get involved in a car accident in your business, you have a break-in your business, or somebody sues you for a slip and fall or something they don't like about your business, they're going to come back at you. I protect that checkbook with insurance products. A good referral for me is somebody who hasn't, they think, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, you don't know until a professional gets in there and takes a look at it. So have me come in, take a look, do an assessment of your insurance account, make sure that you're covered. Tom Warnke, the Oak Insurance Group.
Strong as a...
Morning, sales team. I'm Mike Cogney, Pure Maintenance. I take care of mold from all angles. So real quick, just going to talk to you guys about, I shaved my beard because I had to have a Halloween costume. I know I look ridiculous. You don't got to point it out. I'm aware. We'll talk about mold. I thought I would just do a little bit of a piece. I'm always like, hey, you guys can be worried about this, but maybe you don't know a lot about it. So we'll just tackle the big one, which is Stachybotrys. It's a filamentous black mold. It looks like a gross little tree that is a little bit different than other molds because instead of having dry fruiting bodies, it has goopy fruiting bodies, which are disgusting. But most importantly, it makes saprotoxin H, which is a mycotoxin. So even at very low levels, that's why they call it mycotoxic. You'll breathe in these nasty chemicals, and they don't break down in nature as fast as like other chemical messengers, other proteins, and so they stick around. So that's why even at very low levels, Stachybotrys can make you sick. So my perfect person would be anybody that has disgusting black mold in their home. Yeah, mine are basements. Oh yeah.
Now you don't.
Hello, sales team. I'm subbing this morning for JD Cullum of the Cullum Group at Keller Williams Peachtree Road. JD gets to help gets to help people every day in realizing their dreams of home ownership and building wealth through real estate investment. He is 95% referral based, so his clients take him to many points north, south, east, and west. JD works with both home buyers and home sellers with a focus on finding homes to sell in this hot real estate market. A good referral for JD would be anyone going through a change of life, job transfer, job loss, marriage, babies, or divorce. So whether they are moving up or moving on, they can find their way home and find home their way with Kellum Group.
Hi everybody, my name is Abby Griffith. I'm the owner and founder of Clarity Fitness, and it is Halloween and I'm in costume. I decided to be Joy from Inside Out, if y'all have seen the movies, and I then segued into my drive here and decided I would talk about joyful movement since it's on brand with my costume. So we are going to talk about different things that people may or may not like to do in their fitness journeys. A lot of times we hear things like, I should be working out more, I should be running, I should be doing this, and there's ultimately guilt and shame and blame around not doing those things. Instead of using guilt, shame, blame to motivate you to start working out, what if you took some time to actually figure out what kind of movement brought you joy? What you enjoyed doing, what was fun, what lifted you up. It could be going on walks, it could be spending time with friends. All that to say, Clarity Fitness can provide joyful movements. Abby Griffith, Clarity Fitness.
You are enough.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Josh, plumbing contractor for the group. Been a busy last little week or two, which is super awesome. I guess my ask from you this morning. I was looking at the Google page for my business, and over the last 5 months that I've been in business, we have 27 reviews on there so far, which is cool. All 5 stars. So I guess my request from you guys this morning is, if I've done business for you guys, or we talked about plumbing stuff in BNI or whatever, if you could leave a 5-star review. Super cool. My goal for the end of the year is going to be 50 by Christmas. So that's like 30 reviews in 60 days. Maybe we can do it. So, thank you guys.
See what all the buzz is about.
See what all the buzz is about.
With
All right. My name is Alex Mayer, and I'm the founding partner of Mayer Law. I represent injured people in personal injury claims and lawsuits. Had a consult earlier this week with a young lady who was in a parking lot. She was just sitting in her car still, and another car going way too fast in the parking lot ran into her stationary vehicle. The lady that was driving the other car decided to drive off. So she drove off. Police arrested her down the road. She was also drunk. So we have a drunk driver, we have a hit and run, and we have an injury. If you know somebody who is injured in a hit and run drunk driving accident in a parking lot, that makes a good referral for me, Alex Mayer.
Good morning, BNI.
Good morning.
So I talked to you all a lot about a good massage, which I give, by the way. But today I wanted to talk about, thank you. Today I wanted to talk about what makes a bad massage. So I actually went to a massage therapist, one of those little Asian places in the shopping center. I know, right? I mean, I can't massage myself, so I gotta go somewhere. And I actually went in because I was having some low back pain and left with neck pain. I spoke to someone else who also did the same thing, went to one of the little Asian places for a massage. She was having low back pain, and 2 days later, her back actually went out because of what she went through at the massage place. So in line with spooky season, to avoid getting those scary results, I invite you to schedule one-to-one with me to see how touch therapy go, and the experience with me would be different. I'm Sade, Touch Therapy Co. Learn to touch and be touched.
Like never before.
I always feel so much better when I leave those places.
I'm sure they do too.
I'm R.A. Bundy.
Yeah.
I'm an attorney who specializes in estate planning, business law, and litigation. Good referrals for me are anyone with a business or anyone with a family, or preferably someone with a family business. Are you
Morning, everybody. Jordan Laurie with Clearmeyer State Farm. A couple weeks ago, I was talking about the benefits of maintaining life insurance later in life, even if you have a bunch of money set aside and are financially secure. I was having this conversation with my parents Saturday afternoon. We decided on a course of action to take because they had, 10, 15, maybe 20 years left. Sunday morning I woke up and my father was unresponsive and passed away before we could do anything. It's okay, we are okay, but I can tell you that the death business descends upon you immediately, right? And there's an expense with funeral, there's things to organize, and I can't tell you how much easier all of that would be for me and my mother if we had a check from State Farm right now. So my ask this week is for anybody who thinks that they're all good but wants to tell their family definitively, you have nothing to worry about, I've taken care of it. Jordan Laurie, Clearmeyer State Farm.
Morning, everyone. I'm Joel Wagner with Fraser Roofing. I'm the group's roofing expert, and I'm going to go off of what someone said earlier about, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. A lot of people will call me when they start seeing the stain growing on their ceiling. By that time, the decking's already rotted. You have had a leak for a long time when that happens. So instead of waiting till then, periodically just get your roof checked over and over again. I get up in the attic, I check all the attic spots, I look at your decking from underneath, because there's no point in being a mechanic if you won't open the hood and look at your engine. So I get in your attic and I look at that and I check and make sure that all your decking is good. That way you don't have the stain on your ceiling that you have to get painted or have the sheetrock removed. Joel Wagner with Fraser Roofing. Faith
and Fraser Roofing.
Good morning, BNI Decatur. My name is Ivan Ramon. I'm with Horizon Windows and Doors, your windows and doors replacement expert for the chapter. This week I want to talk to you, if you have a neighbor that has cloudy windows, that complains about their windows all the time, send them my way. We'll get it resolved and changed and looking awesome with brand new vinyl windows with double pane, argon gas, and all the things good to help them with the electric bill. And so if you also know some property managers, same thing. You introduce it to me and I'll take it from there. Horizon Windows and Doors. Quality windows and doors are in your
Horizon.
Good morning, Decatur.
Morning.
I was going to talk about move-out cleaning, but apparently it's Halloween. So let's wing this, see how this goes. Living with dust is like living with the ghosts of the past. Now, we all have skeletons in our closets. You might not want to clear them out right away, but at the very least, you should organize them. I am a great referral for anyone who is scared to tackle the clean after this week's festivities. What treat would be sweeter than, you're going down here, right? What treat would be sweeter than having someone come by to do the heavy lifting on the home? I'm a great referral for any friend or family who has cobwebbed up well after Halloween decoration makes sense. The guys and cleaners, we're here to help. Thank you.
So fresh, so clean.
So fresh, so clean.
Michael just let me know he's at a doctor's appointment.
Phil. Good morning, all. Bronwyn with SWAG. SWAG stands for
Screen printing, weddings, advertising, and giveaways.
We hold the promotional product seat in this chapter. And now I don't know if this will scare you or not, but I have 8 weeks left with this chapter, and then I will be moving. So I'd love to get in some one-to-ones with y'all beforehand. I'm going to keep talking about holiday cards and gifts. I brought Anne's card from last year. She's an architect that used to be in our chapter. She picked 3 houses that she actually worked on last year. Our graphic designer drew them, and then she sent these, we sent the cards out, addressed them, stamped them, everything. She didn't even have to look at them. And so some of her clients could see their actual houses on there. So if you want to do a unique client gift, employee gift, card, anything like that, I would love to speak to you guys in the next couple weeks. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. This is Palmer with Tender Bank. My apologies for being late. I was helping a customer.
Each week I like to educate and ask. And sometimes the education is not something that you want to hear. But how many of you as small businesses take checks from clients or patrons or, okay. So this is an actual check that was deposited at one of the big box banks. And you see where I have it highlighted, there's no signature on it. The check, the teller accepted it, put it in the person's account, and it was presented to us for payment. They're calling me because it's my client, like, they write this check. This person lives in Oxford, Georgia, drove downtown Atlanta to pick up this check, went back to Oxford and deposited it into the big box bank. They don't have this money. So we're going to return this check because it's not signed. So I call my client, please sign it. Our attorneys have a document that they can sign that said that they forgot to do the signature or whatever. Send him that document, he signed it, the check went through, and this person's not going to have to make another trip to pick up another check or spend $20 to do a wire. Misty Palmer with Tandem Bank.
It takes two to tango.
Thank you.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Veronica. It's like awkward placing.
As far as I get.
Veronica Pesano, Citizen Advocacy. Does anybody remember where we believe in?
Magic.
I only did it once. The power of the ordinary. Where we believe in
The power of the ordinary.
And truly, I have experienced this in my own life. I believe that we as a society and we as individuals are missing out by the way society segregates folks with these specific disability labels. Not having people in our day-to-day, in our lives, is problematic not for that person, but for all of us. We miss out on just a greater human experience. I know this and believe this to be true. Be part of citizen advocacy to empower yourself as well.
Good morning, everybody. I'm John Bagwell with Bagwell Associates. I'm the group's real estate attorney. One issue that I help resolve are probate matters when they relate to title. And if I can give you any advice, if you're ever in the position of being an executor, do not mess around and not complete the probate and actually file the deeds that come after it. I'm working on a problem right now where the guy's trying to sell 100 acres. That father had a will, died, left it to the mother. She probated the will. Never filed deeds, and then she passed away. And so he's trying to sell the property, but the 50% of that is still in the dead father's estate. And there's another dead child with an ex-wife and 3 children that they don't like that now have interest in that property, and he can't sell it. So we're trying to track that down and get deeds from him. So a good referral for me would be somebody that's in the position of being an executor within the state trying to sell property. John Bagwell.
Good morning, sales team.
Good morning.
So, just like all of you, I work on commission and have you covered from every angle. That's one of the reasons that I work for a bank is because we have all the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac stuff, we have portfolio stuff, we have construction stuff, we have all the second mortgage stuff. But one of the things that I love that has been around forever, and somebody just came up with a name for it, it's a bullshit name, it's just a marketing name. But it really is. I mean, it's part of Fannie and Freddie. If your parents cannot afford a house, you can buy it for them and call it a primary residence. Now, you can't flip that backwards and say buy your kids a primary residence unless they're disabled, which is really, really, really weird to me. But actually, Nicole's soon-to-be husband was looking at doing that because his mom was on Social Security, needed a house, and he was going to be able to say, look, I can buy a house. And what you get is lower down payment options and lower interest rates by calling it a primary residence. So send those, they call it family opportunity mortgage. Send those family opportunities to me, and I'll turn their mortgage into a workout.
All right.
Good morning, BNI Decatur. My name is David Woods with Squeegee Squad. What's the magic number this week?
24, 37.
No, 55. 55 days till Christmas. You know, it's that time of year, holiday lights. But we're going to take a little bit of food from that. I'm going to steal a little bit from Mark. He always says, well, it depends on the interest rates. And the same thing for me. How often do you need to get your windows cleaned? Well, it depends. Depends on a lot of different things. The foliage that you have around your house, how tall the foliage is, so it really just depends. We always recommend at least once a year for inside and exterior cleaning of those windows. Could be up to 4 or 5 times a year, just depending. So still another piece from Mike. He may not deal with this, but I do all the time. Anybody see these little black specks on the outside of your windows? That's called torpedo fungus. You got these little spores that sits in trees and shoots stuff at your windows. Hard as hell to get off and sticky. But we can take care of you from every angle. Once again, my name is David Woods with Squeegee Squad.
Your neighborhood window.
I am Inspector Rick. I perform both residential and commercial inspections. Great referrals for me are definitely properties. Investment properties where you don't know anything about the house. Most properties I look at that are investment properties, they don't have disclosure. Most houses, if you buy a house as a standard home, there's some sort of disclosure that the seller has. This particular one didn't. So when that happens, not only do I inspect the house, I sort of have to investigate what's going on with the house and things I see. So Stephen, you asked for a story today that's memorable. Unfortunately, this is a negative one. Once I started looking at this house, cute little ranch on a slab, I noticed the carpet in one room had been replaced, only one room. Until I started looking around a little bit more, and when I noticed multiple bullet holes in the exterior wall, I actually Googled it and I found out why. The buyer didn't know about this. The owner didn't disclose this. I told the agent, and the buyer called me and said, "Ain't no way."
Yeah.
So anytime, great referrals are just great property inspections.
What's up, sales team? How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good. I'm Les. I'm a Super Pay Southeast. I'm the group's credit card processing provider. Ask for me this week will be restaurants, and the reason being is because restaurants typically do a lot of volume. And a lot of volume means good money for me. So, if you know anyone who owns a restaurant, or if you know someone who, or maybe if you have a favorite restaurant, send them my way. Super Pay Southeast, where less is more.
Morning, everybody. Savarella here with Georgia Pack and Load, your moving company. Today I have to announce something since we opened an office. As you probably know, we opened an office in the Nostell area, and we are still hiring, getting more people in there. I will have to be more present there, and I'm looking to switch the chapter. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here with this chapter, but I'm looking to find a new chapter closer to the office. I would like to stay in touch with everybody and schedule one-on-one still, so trying still to stay around. So please keep me in your mind if it comes to moving or just one-on-ones. Spend some time together. Thank you for having me.
Hello everyone, I'm Danielle Smoot with Mood Design Events, setting the mood for all your special moments, big or small. So my ask this week is for anyone that is new in the chapter, that doesn't follow me on Instagram, or anyone that isn't new but still has not followed me on Instagram. Could you please follow me on Instagram? It's Mood Design Events. I'm going to be going to a floral conference next week, and so I will be posting a lot more. I'm trying to post more in general, but I'll be posting a lot more of that floral conference. There'll be lots of pink, pretty flowers. So show of hands in here, anyone that likes pretty things. Okay, well, there'll be lots of pretty, beautiful things on my Instagram in the next upcoming week. So anyone that doesn't follow me, Mood Design Events. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Carlos Watson, representing Olympic Auto Sales. Always pretty simple what I ask for is people want to buy vehicles. But what we are actually asking now is that we've gotten into the electric car business. We've gotten very deep into the electric car business, actually. So anyone that you all who may be interested in getting in the electric vehicles, Teslas, we have a multitude of them. Just send them my way, please. Thank you.
Excellent. So did we miss anyone? Any of the members? Okay, so now is the time for our beloved visitors to stand up, tell us what you do, who you are, and that you're good at, and how can we help you. If you happen to overlap with any of the other professions that we have here, we just ask you to tell us what is your favorite candy.
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline Barclay with Thrive Accounting Services, and we offer bookkeeping solutions to small businesses and entrepreneurs in service-based industries. So if you run a business like Steven showed us, you have to wear a lot of hats, and maybe you've been putting off your bookkeeping and you haven't touched your books all year. Or maybe you find it frustrating and you don't know how to use the information to make business decisions. We can help you with that. We take bookkeeping off your plate, giving you back your time to focus on what you love, serving your clients. And we bring meaning to your numbers, allowing you to make informed business decisions and reach your financial goals. Caroline Barclay, Thrive Accounting Services. And Reames are my favorite.
Kevin Merck with EC Barrett. Good morning. Y'all remember Richard? I am the tax partner of EC Barrett, and we do tax planning and compliance for businesses of all sizes and individuals. And a good referral for me right now would be anybody with an international component. So, like a foreign person looking to invest in a business or property in the United States, as well as in expats or anybody with any kind of foreign or international activity. Thank you, Kevin Mark, EC Barrett.
Nice, thank you.
Hello everyone, Kayla Rainey. My husband Batia is not here today, but I'm coming to you for Empowered Life. So we help people, empower people to live healthier lifestyles. One thing I haven't said since I've been here is my background. So I actually have a bachelor's in exercise science and a master's in healthcare policy. So I do have the backing to be able to help people with their health. I am not a doctor, however, I am able to help on a holistic approach. And with our partnerships with our companies, we work with research scientists, nutritionists, and farmers. So you have all the backing of that as well with working with me. One thing that we do is a presentation. So I actually did one on Saturday, so a small group of about 10-15 people, and we're actually doing a gut program, 10-day cleanse just for them. So of course we have clients and we have our own program, but if you know anyone that is interested in getting a group together, especially after all the candy we're going to eat today, going into the holidays and want to do a gut program or a cleanse, then definitely get with me and I can make a celebration and a program and group just for them. Thank you.
Excellent. Anyone else? All right, so we are now going to take a 5-minute break because Senor Justin Reames is going to be the presenter. So now's the time to use the restroom, schedule some one-on-ones, maybe refill some coffee. So yeah, we've got a little clock happening up here, so we got 4.5 minutes.
It's mine!
All right, let's settle down. Senor Justin will now tell us about him, and I'm going to add a little question. What was your first Halloween costume?
Oh, I have no idea.
Ever?
I have no idea. My most recent one was probably college, where I bought a child's muscle shirt, and I put on the child's muscle shirt, I was still about this thick, and a Viking helmet, and I went as a Viking. But I tried to get it looked up.
I like it. I like it.
Pictures where it didn't happen.
All right,
yeah,
take it away,
pictures
Senor.
that you want. So, Justin Reames, my exterior cleaner, in the event that you guys did not know, I struggle with standing up front and talking to people, because even when I was a school teacher for like 6 years, I didn't do a whole lot of like sit down, shut up, and listen. So I apologize if all of this is a little shaky throughout. But I'm only going to go over 3 things: who, what, and how. So it's who we are, what we do, and how we actually accomplish those things. And I'm going to answer the question that I told you that I was going to answer a couple of weeks ago, which is basically what sets us apart and how we do things differently. So to start off with, just a little bit of who. I separated this one from the last time that I did it because I think it was a little bit too hard to see. But basically, I'm just some random guy that loves water. I did get my black belt when I was like 14 years old. Right now, Alice and I do a whole lot of surfing. Yes, I do think that that's my best side. We love music festivals. This is in a cenote in Mexico, and then from the same trip. So the other thing that's big in my life is my wife and my family. So as you see, she's all over the place. My mom and my stepdad. We have 2 dogs at this point in time, and one of our dogs is a guardian home, so she was used as breeding stock for 1 litter and then returned back to us. So we've got like 9 or 10 puppies out there that look very, very similar. So other than that, there it goes. Okay, so you heard a little bit. I am a former educator. I was a high school math teacher for 6 years.
You still are a former educator.
Thanks for that, After I got out of the classroom, I jumped into sales, and so I had a sales background. I was a former salesman, and still am. It was kind of a natural jump, because all I did was continue to educate people on how to operationalize and make their processes more efficient, and I was just always trying to help. So that's really what my background is, just here trying to help. And so now I spray water and a little bit of bleach, but it's in an organized fashion to try to still help you guys out. So we are still trying to be the #1 residential and commercial cleaner here in the state of Georgia, and then we will try to expand from there. But we are starting out as your go-to exterior cleaner. And so, but how do we actually do that? Our main thing is 4 different services. We have a 5th that I'm going to share with you as well, and we actually have a number more, but the main 4 things that we do is we clean algae and items off of roofs, we clean algae and organic compounds off of houses, and then we also do all of your flat surfaces as well, your concrete, your flagstone patios, and the like. So I'm going to start with roofs because y'all always hear me talking about roofs, but we do a roof soft wash process. Our process is more in-depth than what most pressure washers actually do. The first one is we neutralize. So not many folks do this. Some do. I'm not going to lie and say that I'm the only one. But we walk around your entire house before we start spraying any of this chemical at the low pressure systems. You notice all of this beautiful landscape. We don't want to kill that. And we are strategically trying to kill just the crap that's on your roof. In order to do that, there's still going to be some overspray that comes off of your roof and lands on your landscape. We don't want you to have to replace a Japanese maple or hydrangeas or any of those things that you and your wife and you and everybody else love, because basically I was leaning on the hydrangea part because my wife loves hydrangeas and I've burned them in the past. So we don't want to do that. So we walk around and we neutralize everything, and then we spray the chemical on your roof. It's at a low pressure system. This video that's not playing, can we get it to go again? We'll show you that that's about the strength of your garden hose. It's only 100 PSI at most. The only time you'll hear us using a pressure washer, or you hear it in the background, is just to get to peaks of higher up roofs. We never actually apply it directly to the roof because that will mess up the roof. So we apply the sodium hypochlorite, which is just a fancy word for pool shock. It's diluted pool shock. That's what we use. And then we possibly use a soft rinse. The only time we really soft rinse is on a metal roof. And that's solely so that the chemical doesn't adhere to the metal and flash, rust the roof itself. So that has led us to a ton of roofs that we've helped out. All of the ones that you see on this page and many, many more are folks that were suffering from non-renewals for algae streaks. And the reason that I put these on here is because we always talk about, or I always talk about, the ones that you can actually see. But look at this one. This guy was non-renewed because of the small amount of black way over here. This one was non-renewed for that back part. But look at this one, non-renewed. You can kind of see it, but not really too much until you see the after. So the insurance carriers are getting very, very strict and stringent upon this. So if you're talking to people, keep that in the back of your mind. We're going to actually help folks out. Public service announcement time. Do not allow any of this to actually happen on any of your clients, your friends, or anything like that. This is a high pressure surface cleaner. We only use that on concrete, flagstone, patios, and whatnot because that's high pressure. Same thing here. This guy's just an idiot, and so is this guy. Don't ever let that happen. Random question. Joel, asphalt shingle roof, 2,000 square foot home, average. How much is it going to cost to replace your roof? Average.
Average 2,000 square foot home would be about a 30 square, so probably $15,000 to $18,000.
$15,000 to $18,000, right? So you're thinking You hire a professional, he hops up, and instead of a beautiful little soft wash at $1,000, it's now going to cost you $18,000 because they messed up all of your shingles. They threw the granules absolutely everywhere. Do not allow that to happen. We are a little bit different. If you want to read a little bit more, this guy wrote a huge article about the 7 things that you don't want to happen. Now we're going to skip over to houses. We do a very, very similar process for our houses. We start with neutralizing because we don't want that chemical to kill anything but the algae that's on your, like, the side of your house. So we neutralize, then we rinse your windows so that the chemicals don't adhere to any of your windows, so that you don't have to immediately call David. You can actually call him in a happy mood. Then we apply the sodium hypochlorite, same thing, full shock, let it sit, let it dwell, let it kill all the mold and the algae that's on the side of your house, and then we go right back through the process the other way. So we are going to rinse the walls, re-rinse your windows, and re-rinse your landscape to make for certain that nothing is adhering to your house. We've got wonderful reviews and things that talk about all of this, but basically we turn this nastiness into this beauty. Same thing here. This guy was over in the Virginia Highlands area. This person was in the back of my neighborhood. We cleaned all different types of siding, from vinyl to stucco to absolutely everything, and it's all with a soft wash process so that we're not screwing anything up. We could continue this like banter back and forth where I could ask Randy how much it costs to repaint a house with a lot of other repairs when you mess up the vinyl siding or the wood or the stucco or I could even go and say, hey Ivan, how much does it cost to replace a window when you blow all the window sills out? But it's getting crazy. So we don't want to do all of that. Basically, soft wash process is the way to go. I'm going to kick forward because I just saw 2 minutes because I don't know how to shut my mouth. Don't allow these people to do anything. These people are nuts as well. Don't let somebody on your roof with a pressure washer. They're an idiot. This is what happens if you use pressure on the siding of your house. You can see the streaks. It is awful, and you don't want to do that. Then your HOA yells at you. Concrete pressure washing is very, very similar. Everybody thinks that this is kind of the commodity of the industry. We do it a little bit different, as with everything else. We neutralize the landscape, then we apply the chemical to actually kill all the mold and the algae. You're starting to see a repetition here. But we do 3 processes to make for certain that you are not left with any streaks on your driveway now or next year when stuff starts to come back. You can see me, I go vertical, then I go horizontal, and then I come back with a high pressure rinse to actually clean it up. It gives us phenomenal results back and forth. These are the streaks that I'm talking about. This is a year after if you hire a company that doesn't know what they're doing. So now we can clean that, we can fix it. Very, very similar on hardscape. Same exact process, same exact thing that ends up happening. This is just a little bit of a reminder to move the furniture in your outside patio. That was all under their storage bin. Wonderful results with hardscape. We can still get rid of your streaks and your lines. We can take care of it for you. Yes, this is not a lie. That is the color of their brick, not that. So we're here to help. And then nuts. Don't allow this to happen. This is also what happens when you hire a company that doesn't know what they're doing. And it doesn't matter. They are going to stand up and act like they know what they're doing, because this is in front of the High Museum last week. This is in Decatur, downtown square last week. So, and then I'll just let this run in the background, but we do wood stuff too. It's really, really simple. It's really, really easy. Don't allow people to use high pressure on your wood either. You can watch how much. This is only sped twice as fast. So this is 2 minutes of chemical change. And if you want to know how to do all of this stuff by yourself with a pump sprayer, I'll teach you.
Justin, what's the PSI that you use to clean that fence right there?
That's the same pump, 100 PSI.
Okay.
And the only thing is to shoot it from the truck, because the truck's 200 foot off. Sir?
What's the craziest thing you found on a roof?
associate. I actually haven't found anything super crazy on roofs yet.
What does it mean to neutralize?
So I actually have a separate chemical that I bring out and I spray all the landscape. But what I use a green bucket. The stuff in the green bucket takes the sodium hypochlorite and it mixes with that to put out just water. So it dilutes it, or I don't know all the chemistry behind it. Maybe Mike could tell us. But all it does is it takes the active ingredient that's in pool shock and it kills it so that it doesn't affect any of the landscape or anything that we've sprayed it on.
Nice.
Lesson.
Oh, sorry. My question is, because I see a lot of algae and stuff, so how do you kind of keep that algae from growing? Is that like a shaded thing because it's too many trees, or how does that work?
The shaded areas of your house are going to get a ton more. Most of it's just time. It's the shaded areas, the wetter areas, it just kind of dwells, and that's where it hangs out and reproduces. So.
Awesome.
Here, Justin, yeah, here.
If y'all want to take a picture of this right here, that's to our website, our review link, all of our social channels, and absolutely everything. It would be tremendous if you would write a review. If you haven't already, please do it from your personal thing, not your business thing, because apparently Google's hating that now, and then I'm going to shut my mouth.
I will definitely send that out on the Slack channel. So, awesome, thank you so much, and let's now time for the Vice President's report.
All right, so for our visitors, these are our metrics. We track all of our numbers here at the chapter. Last week, for the month to date, which has been 4 weeks because our fiscal year begins on October 1st, so our year to date and our month to date are the same thing. We had one visitor last week. One-to-ones are our breakfast, coffees, happy hours, dinners, CEUs, our education units. Most important number up here, thank you for closed business. That's the amount of money that's been generated based on referrals from one chapter member to the next. So we've had about $24,000 in business passed. I've got access to this week's numbers that are not in there yet because it's always a week behind. But we got a lot of good closed business coming in. So we're going to about double that number going into next week. So everybody keep up the good work.
Just a constant reminder of entering in your data into the BNI Connect app, because that's how Legit gets that information. And once again, just to stay in good standing, very simple, show up to the meetings, do a one-on-one, maybe a CEU every now and then. If you could throw in a referral or a thank you for growth business or a visitor, that will even matter even more. So now we have the speaker rotation by Senor Reames.
Yeah, thanks for having me present this week. Aaron, next week, quick reminder, who are we looking for and trying to bring in for next week?
Parents, people involved in kids' activities, people with other kids-related businesses that are not music, so martial arts studios, dance studios, the like.
Perfect. Leaders of kids' activities, non-music related. Misty, I lost you.
Right here.
Who are we reminding, sending out reminders to bring to your presentation in 2 weeks from now?
Medical professionals and attorneys.
Medical professionals and attorneys. And then a wonderful reminder of the guy who's got you covered from every angle. Randy, who are we looking to bring in 3 weeks?
People with walls and houses, particularly interested in property management.
Those individuals above ground and property management. Got it. All right. Dues are due November 15th, so we're talking about 16 days. If you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'll probably send you everybody a reminder that hasn't paid tomorrow. And I think that's it.
Okay. Awesome, thank you so much. So now we have the I Have section and the referrals and testimonials. So this is where our contribution to the team for the week. So we're going to stand up and just kind of give what you had, whether it's one-on-one. Visitors, please stand up, let us know what you thought of our little group. It can be positive or negative. And yeah, why not? Let's just say, what is our favorite candy? So I need to schedule some more one-on-ones, but just another testimonial for Art just being really good at, give him a referral, and we will close that young lady. And my favorite candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and I'm going to start to my right.
Oh, that's mine too. Oh, my brothers. Just want to say I referred myself to Bronwyn. Bronwyn's done a bunch of good work before. Like she did my business cards and all sorts of stuff for me. So she's going to do my stationery and hopefully some other stuff here in the future. So really sad that you're leaving us soon, but thank you again.
Thank you for closed business from REA. I'm sorry that he's not here. Referral, I believe. Oh, that was the fund referral to Aaron, but it was Kevin because they just did our taxes. It's phenomenal, and a couple of other one-to-ones. I've got some that are coming up as well. Thanks, guys.
Good presentation, Justin, and I have nothing to report.
Great presentation, Justin. Might need a soft wash on my roof at some point now. I'm convinced I have algae. Ron, I want to get with you. I know it's several months out. I want to get with you on some swag for the race I do in April.
Testimony for Inspector Rick, who is working on helping me get an apartment building built in 1920 approved for new insurance, which those of us, the insurance business, know is getting harder and harder on these rental properties. So thanks for that.
I just want to say I really enjoyed this. One thing I loved was the thing Justin did where you went through the speaker rotation and asked who the speaker said. I'm going to bring that back to our job. I'm going to plug that chapter. So thank you.
I got a referral from a referral. Steven sent me a referral last year, and he actually referred his neighbor, which was great. And I recommend everyone look into stop washing your roof about every 5 years. So.
I look forward to getting with Jake at Athletes Potential so I can walk a little bit better.
Thanks to Tom, I asked him for a referral to an accountant, and I'm now working with her. Had a great one-on-one with Aaron, have one-on-ones with Justin and Misty today. I'm going to go ahead and out Mike. We met, I took him to meet a man named Eric who was wanting and needing an advocate, so they are in the process of getting to know each other. So just go to Mike if you want to learn more about that experience.
Thank you for the referral and close of business to REA. He's not here this morning, and as well the shower issue. And then Ron, I think we had a one-on-one schedule. I'd like to reschedule that at some point. And I had a job over there as well. It didn't turn into any work, but we'll see.
Justin, good job on that. That was really good. I got one-on-one with man David.
Had a couple of referrals that I sent in, all internal for me for some things I've got going on to Randy Carl and also to Sade. Got a one-on-one scheduled with Joshua later today, and yeah, next week with Les.
Yep. Thank you for your internal referral, and now I'll be giving you thank you for closed business. Get a referral for Stewart. I think we're already plugged in. And then I got more facade coming up.
Thank you for closed business to Carlos, and I have some one-on-ones coming up. I don't remember, I'm sorry. But I'll see y'all. Get on the calendar.
All right, thank you for a great massage. Amazing. You were right. You were right, man. And I also want to thank Randy for a referral on a truck that we are in the midst of closing in on.
I had a referral I sent to Misty, and then I got another one for REA.
Thank you. I have one-to-ones with Les, Sade, Carl. Have one with Veronica today. Thank you guys very much.
All right, y'all. Thank you for the referral. Dave. Appreciate you. Justin, you did a great job. I don't know why you were so concerned about speaking in front of folks. You got it covered. Great one-on-one yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be able to
Carl, of course. Jordan, thank you so much. Technically a one-to-one since we talked for a couple hours. Justin, excellent job in the presentation. I will forward you my son's Cash App.
Yeah.
For his, for being in the video for the royalties.
Great job, Justin. I have a need to schedule some one-on-ones, and favorite candy is Twix.
Got some thank you for closed business, and then made an email introduction for a potential client for Ruben. And favorite candy is grape taffy.
Hello everyone. I like the education presentations because I didn't know anything about that. So thank you, Justin. But yeah, I like that you guys do something different every week.
Big testimonial to Justin. He basically cleaned my entire house. So he got front yard, he got the walkway, driveway, wood, back patio, and it looked completely different. So can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, huge testimonial to Hunter. He took over as an insurance broker. Had nothing but great experiences there, walking through and educating on a lot of different things. That's awesome. I have a one-on-one with Lindsay, and favorite candy is Sour Patch Kids.
I had a great one-on-one with Art. Probably one of the best. We just shot the shit pretty much. And then I had a referral -1-to-1 testimonial for Josh. We had a big leak in our basement. When he came, we couldn't figure out where it came from. Only plumber that would just turn on all the water and try to make it leak, but we couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And Anderson was like, "Come on, let me pay you," and he was like, "No." So whenever it does leak again, he'll be back over. And my favorite candy is black licorice. Just kidding, that's shit disgusting. I like Sour Patch Kids.
Lizzie came to my speech yesterday. That was wonderful counting it. Also, you hijacked me at the end of the last meeting. That was wonderful. Held me hostage. Beautiful. So I'm counting that. My favorite candy is sugar-free Harbos. And if you don't believe me, look up the reviews.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Testimonial to Justin. I haven't been able to use his business yet, but I had reached out to him with an email for some recommendations, and he was quick and efficient, made sure I got exactly what I needed quickly, and you can tell a lot by someone, when they are going to get business, how they treat you.
Thanks to Josh and Mike for coming out last week. And yeah, I went and saw Evan speak yesterday. If you haven't seen him speak, he's awesome. So you guys should go to one of his talks.
Justin's the man. It's always good to have a math guy in your back pocket. I think my roof was awesome. I didn't get with Carl. Every single house I was in last week, doing inspections, they were all messy, so I'm going to beat you up for that. My favorite candy is Smarties. I crush them up and snort them.
Great one-to-one with Veronica. I need to schedule some more one-to-ones. Thank you, Justin, for the referral. You guys know how bougie I am, so my favorite candy is white chocolate mint truffles.
Testimony on Ruben. I think December 1st or January 1st I'll be out of my office, which is great. Dealing with the state has not been easy, and I haven't had to do a god dang thing. Ruben's handled all of it, from the renovations to everything. So wonderful. Tom's always great to refer my clients to on the insurance side. Take 5 because it has all the things in it. That's good.
I've got a great job, Justin, by the way. I've got a referral for HOA. I want to analyze my insurance for our own HOA. And I'm really looking forward to meeting with Veronica. Favorite candy is Order's Original. Just kidding, I'm not very long. Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline again visiting, and I really enjoyed the presentation, and this seems like a really good and welcoming and large group and a lot of energy, so thank you for having me.
Excellent. So now it is time for the VP's referral reality check. Senor?
Yeah, so this is where we highlight one referral from one member to another, and this week there was a referral from Justin to Aaron. So Justin, you love talking in front of people, right?
Yeah.
Talk about your referral to Aaron, or maybe Aaron can touch on it.
No, that was I think most folks actually saw it, but Aaron reached out in the Slack looking for a phenomenal accountant, somebody to help him out with taxes, and we just happened to use E.C. Barrett and Kevin, so I jumped on top of it and took care of it because they had just saved me a ton of money, and so I wanted to pass along those savings.
You sure did, and it's super awkward now because I haven't reached out to them yet. Thanks for blowing up my spot.
I love it. I love it. All right, it is time that everyone has been waiting for. Senor Randy will now tell us who is the winner.
Can't say you won, Randy.
There were a lot of solid presentations today. Abby, what brings you joy? That really pulled at the heartstrings. Jordan, of course, the touch and father about your loss, and sorry about that. Joel, reminded her to be proactive with the roof. Sade, I was attracted to you because you kind of broke with political correctness with the whole Asian spa thing. But the award today goes to Carl. You can't beat the offer to organize skeletons in your closet.
All right, and now we're going to spin the wheel for the of death. Yes. So let's see who won the prize today. So let's see.
Keep going.
It's a Buffalo Trace and a t-shirt.
All right, now is our time for any special announcements, and if you have one, please be brief. So, any special announcements by anyone?
So starting tomorrow's November 1st, right?
Yep.
Okay, so November 1st, starting tomorrow, I will have the code active on my website for BNI members to buy one, get one half off for all of my massages.
Anyone else? All right. So, just a quick reminder, BNI has tons of resources, and every Monday they have a Monday Mugs. It's a little Zoom meeting from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. There's also an advanced member success on November 4th next week. There's a good little topic of generating referrals, and then the Next Steps webinar and Live Help Fridays. Go to bniatlanta.com, go to the calendar, and that will guide you through all of that. And if you're a visitor, the next step is you would apply online. There will be an interview, as well as, and if you pass the interview, you will submit the payment, and then you'll be inducted. So at this moment, we want to thank the visitors, and I think we just have one maybe, to meet with our visitor host team, and they will do the nice little timeshare spiel for you. Our closing quote is, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor," by Elon Musk. Thank you so much.